Oh, wait, are we live?
Yeah, live chat. Went out the window.
How many people are on?
Nobody, it just started.
Oh.
Watch your mouth though on this. Here's the center of the square garage. We're going out toward Vinton right now. Oh, I'm not going to try to keep anything on my lap. I'll just put all my stuff on the floor.
Potholes in Roanoke?
Oh God, the roads here are terrible.
There's a ton in Northern Virginia. I hit a really bad one, like last week. I thought it damaged my tire, but I got lucky it didn't. It was terrible. You should have been in the car. The noise was atrocious. It was like I had an accident.
Where was it?
On Richmond Highway, going back to my apartment.
Yeah, me and Matt are driving out the Exxon and Vinton. Pardon me if I don't sound the best. I'm just really tired because I've been up since this time yesterday with a brief nap. And I ran 3 miles tonight, and it was hard.
Well, it's one of your first runs in a while.
It's my third one, but still, that's my, yeah, it is definitely one of my first.
Oh, everybody, let us know how the quality of the live streams has improved
It should be fine.
since like last week, because Andrew has his AT&T line back.
There goes the new SmartWay bus back to the...
He used to have an AT&T line for lives, and then it went to a Verizon line, and, you know, I'm sure everyone's aware that
Here's the SmartWay bus.
Verizon's going ahead with really shady sales tactics.
I'm trying to, let's see here, I guess I gotta flip the camera.
And they're also raising prices like mad, so now we're back on AT&T. So he has an AT&T line for lives, and supposedly it's much better in Roanoke.
I bet the notification didn't go out because I posted several YouTube shorts today.
The notification for the live?
Yeah.
Why?
YouTube only sent out so many notifications for your channel a day, and I published several YouTube shorts.
So how many people are on right now? Nobody?
6.
Oh, only 6. Well, hey, 6 people is better than nobody.
Yeah.
I'm glad somebody's watching. Maybe we'll pick up some more.
Of course, it is late. I mean, so it's funny. Sometimes I'll have like 8 or 9 people on. Sometimes I'll have like 70. It's just random.
Why was there a stop line there but no stop sign?
That used to be that used to be an entrance to the plant there, which is closed down. Yeah, SmartWay bus must have gotten back from its run, its final run for the night.
Yeah, it leaves right when the Amtrak comes in. But I don't think it takes anybody back. Like, once it gets in Blacksburg, I'm pretty sure it always comes back empty. I don't think you can go back to Roanoke.
I think it's probably it coming back.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why.
Turn right here, I'm sorry.
Because, oh, I can't, Andrew.
Yeah, you could have. You had plenty of room. Turn right here then. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. There's a car.
There was a car there, Andrew. I had no room.
I didn't know anyone was around us. Yeah, that's their new MCI bus. It's a nice bus.
Yeah, I would have cut him off.
Yeah, and then follow this all the way.
I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to risk that in a brand new car.
This roundabout is nice. This is new.
Yeah, it is. Then go straight here?
Yep, you're gonna, yeah, this goes, follow this all the way to Vinton. Back when I used to run to Vinton, this is the road I'd run down. It's flat. I mean, in 6 miles, the elevation gain is like 100 feet, which that's nothing for 6 miles. It's like a little over 3.1 miles each way. At nighttime, like I said, hardly anyone's on this road, so I have the whole road to myself. I mean, this is slightly uphill here, but it's not really, I mean, it's not really like game changing. I like this run because it's flat.
Yeah, it's very flat.
But flat doesn't build your muscles. I'm gonna stick with running on the like that running in my neighborhood back there, Salem Avenue. It's hilly.
Is anybody saying anything in the live chat?
Not yet. One person said, "Oh, whoa." Let me scroll down. Yeah, Prospect Elevators is on here. I have to scroll down. It's not auto scrolling. There we go. Prospect Elevators has been a member for a while now. He comments on everything. I like him.
Thank you for your support, Prospect Elevators.
Oh yeah, he's been a big supporter. Hey, Vertical.
I'm also a channel member.
What's going on? Oh, that's
I like
police.
watching your videos when they go, live for members only. I like getting early access.
Yep, I appreciate you, Prospect. I really do.
Which way, Herringer?
Straight. I mean, you can see the lights of Vinton up ahead, and then you'll get to the red light and turn left, and you'll be at the Exxon. Don't go more than 5 over the speed limit here in Vinton.
Okay, I will watch that.
Like if you can get away with 30 here.
Yeah, I don't want to get a ticket though, for sure.
They become less aggressive since Rosie was complaining about it.
Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket?
I got pulled over by Vinton one time, but I went to traffic school and got it dismissed.
Yeah, but you still have to pay the fine, right?
Nope. You just have to pay the court costs. It's just like $100.
$100 for court costs, that's a lot. Sounds like a fine in and of itself.
Yeah, it's a scam.
Yeah, $100 for court costs.
There's the Vinton Firehouse.
That's the same fine for fare evasion on the DC Metro in Virginia and Maryland.
There's the Vinton Farmers Market and the post office. And just go left to the light and you'll see the Exxon on the left.
Yeah, I've been back here before.
When I do my runs, I go right at the light and go around the block, then come back this way and run back home.
Yeah, I heard the noise there.
Yeah, transit is lacking in a lot of places. Chicago does have good transit.
I like the DC Metro. Does anybody here like the DC Metro? I like riding it. It's fun. I ride the DC Metro more than drive up in DC. Well, I mean, or even in Northern Virginia.
We're going to go in here and get a fountain drink.
Yes, we are. I don't think I'm going to get gas because I just got gas.
Yeah, Chicago's transit is definitely good for American transit standards.
But is it better than the DC Metro?
Probably not cleanliness-wise. Access-wise, maybe.
But, like, does it, like, go to more places?
That's
though?
what I'm saying. It might. I don't know. I don't know a lot about it. I've ridden it before.
Is it like a subway?
Some of it is. A lot of it's elevated. A lot of it's elevated.
Okay.
It's so bright in here.
This place is open 24/7.
Yeah, it is. Oh.
How are you today, sir?
Oh. Are you going to get one?
Oh, absolutely. I'm good.
Still really sore. Hopefully in the next few days it'll get better. Hey, getting 2 of these, please.
Oh, you're paying for me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Kim still work here? Card.
Yeah, she's 3 nights a week, something like that.
Sure, Dennis is still here, right? Yeah. What's your name? I haven't seen you
Ernie.
before. Ernie, Andrew. I'm one of your regulars.
Good to meet you. I'm in here about a month.
Yeah, I come in here probably a few times a week. It was nice meeting you, Ernie. You have a good night. But that's not a trash can. Oh, hold on. Oh. Ow. I am so sore. Ugh,
They're out of non-ethanol gas.
Mm.
Or the pump doesn't work. One of those two things.
Yeah. This is Matt's car.
It's a 2025 Honda HRV.
HRV.
The sport trim. Oh, sorry, Andrew. It automatically locks when you walk away with the key. All right, Andrew, I'll remove my phone mount, but you're gonna have to hold on to one of your drinks.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. I'm gonna hold on to what I'm drinking. It's just I'm trying to get in the car.
Okay.
It just hurts me. It hurts me so bad to bend my legs. But this is good. I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, everybody, definitely let me know what
I
you think
saw
about my
one of the
vehicle.
new locomotives down here in Roanoke. Amtrak's new locomotives. I saw one time.
Definitely let me know what you guys think about my vehicle.
It's better than the old GE junk they have.
I love this car. It's a 25 Honda HRV Sport. It currently has exactly 3,800 miles on it.
My Toyota has like 18. My Prius has like 1,800, I think.
1,800? Your Toyota Avalon is really low mileage for how old it is.
Oh yeah, 25-year-old car with 120,000 miles on it is nothing.
Yeah, that's incredibly low mileage, Andrew.
Yeah, go up the hill. We'll drive up by the Kroger and the McDonald's because there's no traffic.
We can drive around for as long as you want. We can drive around Roanoke. I used to do that sometimes when I lived over here.
My
Drive around Roanoke before
old
heading back to
house
Blacksburg.
is just down that street on the left. Melinda lives there now.
Lots. Is that like a
Funeral home.
Oh, it's a funeral home.
Running up this hill is a pain. I've done it before.
Oh.
Running this
Yeah, it
loop.
looks really
Running this
steep.
loop from the apartment up here and back is 8.2 miles.
Yeah, that's a long run. McAdoo's is closed right now. I thought they closed at midnight.
It's a weekday.
Oh, Friday and I guess, yeah, Friday, Saturday they closed at midnight.
Ford Escape is a good car. But yeah, this is brutal here. This is almost a mile uphill.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a pretty steep hill. But once you get up to the hill crests at the Kroger, from there to the Walmart neighborhood market, it's almost a mile downhill.
Wow.
When you run, you can sense a subtle upgrade as low as 1%. This is probably about a 3%.
Yeah, this looks steep just by looking at it.
It's about 3% grade. It's the steel. It gets steep. It's one of those grades. It starts off subtle. The worst of it's at the end, which is good because you get a little bit of downhill, then a little bit more uphill. It's yeah. This is at a higher elevation.
Thanks for getting my drink. What's the optimal range of RPMs, Andrew, where like your engine is the happiest?
Anywhere below the red line.
Oh. So even if you had it at like 6,000 RPM, it's not going to damage anything?
No. Even running it in red line for brief periods of time won't hurt it. I mean, modern engines have protection built in. It's not going to let it over rev itself. I mean, obviously between 2,000 and 3,000 is where you're going to get your best fuel economy.
Oh yeah. Mine always runs about 23 to like 2,500 when I'm cruising.
That's very healthy.
Down on the highway.
Yeah, you can turn right here.
Yeah, this is the way that I know to this is going to turn into.
Yeah,
hell.
Kyle, I had a pretty good run tonight. I ran 3.2 miles. I'm getting back to running outside again. I'm going to try to stick with it. Then you get a nice break here, then you get more uphill until you get to Kroger. Running here is a little bit different. I mean, I only run here late at night because there's no sidewalk. I don't run on the sidewalk anyway because every time I've fallen, it's been on a sidewalk.
I was going to sign up for a Member One account. I'm glad I didn't because then I moved shortly after.
Yeah, you'd have to change banks.
Yeah, I would have to do it again. I was going to change banks to Member One.
Yeah, right here at the right between these two lights is the crest of the hill.
This has amazing Verizon 5G ultra wideband service here, Andrew.
Yeah, they do.
In this area in Vinton.
You can see the crest of the hill right here at this intersection. This is the crest. From here, for the next mile and a half, it's all downhill, which is nice if you're running this way. I've ran from Roanoke before this way. It was tough because this is a much longer grade.
This McDonald's is the only McDonald's in Roanoke that's open 24/7.
I think the Franklin Road one might be 24 hours now.
Oh. Well, it used to be then.
I'm not sure. I know there's one more in town. I haven't weighed today. Last time I weighed, I was about 149. I just ate a lot of stuff at Applebee's, so I'm probably not going to wait till Friday. Get another run in, then I'll weigh. So I'll tell you, the machines are great, don't get me wrong, but nothing makes up for actual running on ground because you have to overcome wind resistance, the resistance of the ground. You have to propel yourself forward versus a belt doing it for you. Running up this was brutal. I've only done it once. I about had a heart attack running up this.
Well, here's a really big downhill though afterwards, so you get.
Well, I'm talking about when I came, going this way, yeah. But I've run from Roanoke down Elm this way. Running up this hill about freaking killed me. I mean, my heart was cranking out about 190 beats a minute going up this hill.
Oh, well, yeah, that's not sustainable.
No, it was killer. This is a tough hill.
279 is about the cheapest gas in Roanoke. I've only seen one gas station cheaper, which was 269, which was at the Exxon station on Melrose, which we talked about earlier. I paid 279 though.
Then down here past this light, pretty much right here at the water, that's the bottom of the hill. Hills almost always go down toward a river or a creek. It's one way you can tell you're at the bottom of the hill is when you hit this creek, you're at the bottom of the hill. And you got a slight upgrade, which is nothing like going through Vinton. It's just rolling hills here. Like this is just a slight uphill here. It's enough to push your heart rate up one zone, like from a easy to a moderate or to a moderate to a hard. I mean, you'll push your heart rate up one zone going up this hill.
Here's the Walmart neighborhood market. Are they open?
No. They close at like 10.
Wow, they have a lot of cars in their parking lot.
The maintenance staff. And then we're getting to the neighborhood where my house is. I miss running. I'll get back to my long distance running. First, I just got to get back into running, period, before I even think about doing long distance, which I mean by over 3 miles. So I'll tell you, running this burns a little over 800 calories.
People don't react until it's like very last minute when they're driving. Like I see the right lane closed ahead sign, and I'm getting in the left lane right away, and this person is still right on my side.
Looks like it's not closed. You know what? Like, on a freeway, when you're losing a lane, it's actually the most efficient. The scientific studies have been done. Merge at the last minute. That way, both lanes get used to their fullest.
Oh, I've gone to this advanced here many times. Cameron lives down that road, Andrew.
He lives close to me.
Down that way. Yeah.
And obviously, running through here is not bad at all because it's just little, maybe 1% grades. Might as well be running on the flat.
He has my vehicle right now. Well, my old vehicle.
I saw my Hyundai at work the last trip. I worked with the conductor. That bought it from me. Yep, I'm trying to create a calorie deficit. That is awesome. I am glad that I'm inspiring other people to get in shape. I mean, I did it because if I didn't, I would have a heart attack. We go to my house?
I assumed so, right?
Okay, that's fine. We go to my house for a little bit. I need to clean it. I need to go through some stuff. But I'm just
I mean, is that what you wanted to do, or
we're
do
just
you just
gonna-
want to drive around? Right?
No, we're just going. We can chill at my house.
All right. I need to get in this lane then.
No, you don't. This lane ends.
Oh.
You can get back over when the light turns. There's no one here. Well, like I said, it makes me happy knowing that other people are following what I do, which makes me really happy because I did this because ultimately I didn't want to die. Not this street, but the next street.
Yeah,
You'll
the
turn
next
on.
one,
Right past that parked car in the crosswalk.
yeah. I'm glad there's like nobody around because I'm driving like an idiot, not knowing where I'm going.
No, you're not. You're driving fine. I assume you know where my house is. It's up here on the left past that silver pickup truck.
Yeah, I see it. Make sure not to hit that retaining wall.
You don't really have to worry about pulling in this way.
Let me put this down over here so I can use my other hand.
Yeah, you're fine. Well, here we are at my house. I need to put my no trespassing sign back up on that gate since Nick replaced it.
I wonder how effective those things actually are.
I just, like I said, I want my house to look as unwelcoming as possible because like I said, not that I dislike my fans, but it's not appropriate just to show up at my house. Yes, that has happened. Not here, but at the house in Vinton.
I'm gonna leave my drone in my car.
Is that your drone?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it in my car because
I just want to make sure
we're gonna be flying it tomorrow.
I just want to make sure it's not my camera.
The stream might drop for a second as we get on Wi-Fi. No, it's my drone, Andrew. I just put it back there.
Okay.
Where is your camera then?
It's over at the apartment.
Oh.
Ooh. Ow. Gosh, it hurts to walk up the steps. I think I already got the mail. This place is utter pigsty. But we do have elevator buttons in here. Is my door not shut? There we go.
Alarm off. Warning. Master bedroom. Last space.
One of these.
Thought that you were fixing that. Wait, you have an Alexandria dash bus sign?
Yeah.
Where did you get this?
Uh,
The
Tr-
dash bus goes right by my apartment.
Tristan gave it to me. He works for them.
Well, that's amazing.
He's a manager at Dash.
That's amazing. Andrew, did you know that the dash buses are free?
Yeah.
You don't have to pay a fare to ride the dash bus, which
Yeah.
is really cool.
This is this house. Like I said, one of these days I'll come over here and
There's
straighten
more
it up.
stuff in here than there was last time.
Yeah, I got these elevator parts from Germany that I have to deal with. Which it was, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not oh, I need to try on these shoes so I can order another pair.
Oh, this is the camera that like has a bad screen on it.
No,
right?
it doesn't have a bad screen. The shutter sticks sometimes. It still works though. It's just not totally reliable.
Well, if you just got a new lens, wouldn't that fix the issue?
No, the shutter is in the camera body. Okay, I mean, these exit signs came from the professional park building. I can move those off the couch.
You
This-
have some like car detailing supplies.
Yeah, those are, yeah, I got them out of the back of the Honey.
Wait, this is a cool elevator button. I like elevator buttons.
Those came from, those are just Schaefer. It's like European generic. It's European equivalent.
Like the black buttons.
It should.
Look at this.
I believe it does.
Yeah, it does. Which one, Andrew, has an alarm bell? Can we do an alarm bell ringing live on
Sure,
this?
I think that one does. Where is the little...
That's cool.
This thing needs to go back with the exit sign. Yeah, I'm going to come over here and do some cleaning at some point. I have four CRT TVs.
Oh, this walkie-talkie is really cool. This Motorola one.
Yeah, Elijah gave that to me. I don't know what it's tuned to.
Unfortunately, if you don't have another one, then it isn't really that useful.
I think it's tuned to I think it's tuned to receive like some police frequencies around here. I'm not sure. I don't advertise for people. Yeah, the temperature is pretty comfortable.
Somebody
here.
asking you for like a shout out or something?
No, I'm talking about the camera went grainy. Let me see what I'm on. Oh, I'm on 5. Yeah, no one has good sound over here.
Oh, wait, why are you on 5G? Oh, because your Wi-Fi's off.
Let me see if this phone's ever been on this Wi-Fi. We're on Wi-Fi. All right. Sorry about that, guys. This phone has never been on my Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's a shame. Nobody here has good cellular coverage.
Well, in this area. AT&T, though, is absolutely the best in Roanoke.
Yeah, I mean, you can get cell phone coverage, but it's not good enough to live stream.
Oh, everybody, you guys got to let us know what your favorite carrier is. What's your favorite cell carrier? Leave a comment.
You're going to get every one of them. You're going to get some people like Verizon, some people like T-Mobile, some people like AT&T. You're going to get different people. You're going to get every last one of them.
I think AT&T gets the most consistent coverage.
You can put that computer over on
Like,
the other couch.
And that's not like just in Roanoke, that's also in Northern Virginia. And like the last time I was visiting my dad down in Florida, it seems to get like the best signal strength consistently.
T-Mobile. Shaw.
Wait, somebody likes T-Mobile. Okay, hold on. Oh, somebody took
Depends on the area. Really, that's true. They
Yeah.
all have their pros and cons. That's
your
true.
clock, Andrew, needs to be reset.
Yeah, I'll have to fix that. T-Mobile plus
T-Mobile
Starlink.
and Starlink, yeah, they're partnering with Starlink. You know, as a network engineer, I have like I'm skeptical about the Starlink technology. We'll have to see how it plays out in a couple of years, but
It's still new.
there's
isn't
not
it?
that many satellites, and I feel like the satellites are just going to get very overloaded, and the speeds
Who does
are
Boost?
going to really slow down.
Who does Boost Mobile? Is that AT&T?
No, Boost now. Well, it depends on where you are, because they're building their native network. They're building a native
T-Mobile.
network in partnership with Dish, but
So far, we've got.
I think they only cover like around 30% of the United States so far for Boost.
So far, we've gotten 2 T-Mobiles on here.
Okay, 2 T-Mobiles. Somebody wants to try Boost. Starlink works well for internet. It works well for internet in some areas. In other areas, I've seen
Straight
Starlink.
Talk can be any of them. Straight Talk can use any of the carriers.
Yep, Straight Talk can use any of them. Somebody used Metro by T-Mobile. That's fully on the T-Mobile network. T-Mobile owns them. Starlink is good in some areas. It depends on where you are.
Sprint was never that good.
I've seen Starlink get congested.
Verizon postpaid can roam on AT&T
internet.
in West Virginia.
Yes, can it?
U.S. Cellular is really good in rural areas.
Verizon postpaid can. I don't know. Maybe it can. Maybe Verizon postpaid can roam on AT&T. Verizon postpaid can roam on AT&T in northern North Carolina. I know that. But you know what? West Virginia, I haven't been in West Virginia. Well, in areas of West Virginia where Verizon doesn't have cell coverage, because yes, I've been in Princeton fairly recently, but in most other areas I haven't been there that recently, so I wouldn't know.
I'm back on
You're
Be
back
Real.
on Be Real, okay. Heard U.S. Cellular is good. U.S. Cellular only covers around 10% of the United States. They're a very regional carrier, and they are in the process of being bought out by T-Mobile for at least their customers. So T-Mobile's going to get all their customers. However, Verizon is going to get some of their wireless spectrum, which will be great for
Verizon
Verizon.
and AT&T are the biggest.
So unfortunately, U.S. Cellular is not going to exist for too much longer.
Yep, that's my S24 Ultra.
Boost Mobile is building their own network. You have U.S. Cellular. Well, either you're going to become a T-Mobile customer at some point, or you'll have to port out.
I need to get some USB-C. Oh, I need to look for some charging bricks. I think I brought some of them over here. Al.
What did they say? Matt, it's been a long time since you were on alive. It's been about like 3.5 weeks. The last time I was on here was also here in Andrew's house when he was actually running the live stream on my phone to see whether he wanted to buy his own Android phone.
Yeah, I like it. I'm very happy with it.
What part of Straight Talk? You used to have Straight Talk. What network were you running on Straight Talk, Peacock Elevator? Were you on the AT&T network or the Verizon or the T-Mobile network? Because on Straight Talk, you can choose either of the 3 networks when you first activate it. Hold on. I can't read this. I have Verizon, and I'll be honest, I'm not crazy impressed. I'm not impressed.
And he works for them.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. They have a lot of very shady sales tactics and price hikes. A lot of price hikes have been going on, which is why I switched back to AT&T and why Andrew has his AT&T line back. My Verizon bill went up $23 in 1 month because they took away the multi-line discount when you went from 4 to 5 lines, which was $3 a month. So the top plan used to be $42 a month per line for 5 or more lines, but they took that multi-line discount away and stopped it at 4 lines. So then it became $45 a month per line, which raised the price by $3 a line. And so since I had 5 lines, that raised it $15. And then they increased the price of their device insurance, phone protection, from $60 to $65. $60 to $68 for the account level protection. But the problem with that is that it was even already overpriced at $60 because AT&T offers that for $50. So it was already overpriced at $60. Now they raised it to $68 with no additional benefits. So they raised my bill $23 in a month for absolutely nothing. Also, their tablet plan is really overpriced. It's $30. On AT&T, it's only $20, so that's cheap. But let's see. We managed to get a $10 a month per line loyalty discount for 12 months through Verizon by calling. Yes, you can do that. I've heard actually I've heard a lot of people. A water bottle. I've heard a lot of people actually have success with that.
Use for iPhone charging.
They offered me like a $20 total a month loyalty discount at one point in the Verizon rewards section of my mobile app, so I was getting that throughout the time that I had Verizon, but I mean it was just $20 a month total off the bill. It was not like $20 per line. Somebody likes whose warranty. I don't know.
All right, let's see here. That's charged. The ring battery is charged.
What, you plugging in your drone?
No, these are micro USB for charging. Security camera.
Oh, Andrew got a really new cool Anchor power block that shows the wattage going to each device. What was hilarious? Someone says that was hilarious. What was? I don't know. Sorry, I missed that.
Micro USB is annoying.
Yeah, I don't have anything that uses micro USB anymore, really.
Yeah, it only goes in one way.
That's what all Android phones used to charge off of.
Micro USB was our first thing that was.
Oh, Jesse said Andrew farted in a Schindler elevator.
Oh, it's probably one of my YouTube videos.
Oh, okay, so that's what was hilarious. I see.
Let me see. Let me power this machine on.
Yeah, let's see how your 2015 Mac is doing.
Dead.
But yeah, I'm not impressed with Verizon's price hikes, and then their network is just not nearly as consistent as AT&T's in terms of signal strength, which is more of a priority on a mobile network than super fast speeds. As long as the speeds are usable, you'd like the speeds to be usable in more places.
Hold on a second. Alexa, house off. Alexa, lamps off. Alexa, color lights on. Oh, hold on. Alexa, apartment off. Let's turn on lights in the bedroom. Alexa, mood lights on.
Somebody has Straight Talk. Yeah, but if you have Straight Talk, I want to know what network you're on Straight Talk. AT&T is sometimes a pain. Personally, I've had a great experience with AT&T. Like I was just saying a minute ago, for a mobile network, you would rather have more consistent signal strength and usable speeds than super fast speeds in one area and then absolutely horrible signal strength in another, which I feel like is what I get on Verizon a lot. In some areas, you'll get amazing ultra wideband, amazing speeds, faster than your home internet. But then in other areas, you'll have 1 bar of LTE and it won't work. Also, in my experience, when you have 1 bar of LTE on Verizon, most of the time you don't have a data connection. On AT&T, that's not the case. Most of the time, I actually do have a data connection still. Granted, it's slow, but 1 bar on AT&T, lower signal strength on AT&T still seems to work. While on Verizon, a lot of the times it just won't work at all. So you use AT&T? Yeah, I like AT&T a lot. I'm going to sit here so I can read the chat better. You can't get anything anywhere and you have 5G? Where? Where do you live? And what carrier do you have? You said you have AT&T? And what do you mean you can't get anything anywhere? Like your cellular data just doesn't work at all? Because, obviously then there's something wrong with your phone. You love 5G? I love mid-band and high-band 5G. When I say I love high band, really only in certain settings like crowded stadiums and stuff like that. Otherwise, high band 5G is pointless because you think your phone gets 5G. It'll say 5G if it's picking up 5G. California and I have Verizon and it runs crazy slow. It's probably congested, especially if you're only on LTE. Granted, yes, 5G also can get congested, especially if the backhaul hasn't been upgraded.
5G is a lot more capacity than the LTE.
Yes, it is. But if the backhaul hasn't been upgraded, meaning like the fiber going to the cell tower, then it still doesn't do much. Obviously, you have to have a good backhaul for 5G to make a big difference. You used to use Bell, like Bell in Canada, that Bell mobile carrier. I used to know somebody that has that. Matt, since you have Samsung, yes, I have an S24 Ultra. Maybe you know how to turn the mirror setting off in the camera so when Andrew goes live, it's not mirrored anymore.
I want it to be mirrored so my face looks normal. Yeah,
we want it to be mirrored. Otherwise, our faces will be backwards. So Andrew has that setting purposely on.
I don't know if you can change it in the YouTube, because I'm in the YouTube app. I'm not on Streamlabs. I'm in the YouTube native app.
I would have to look. It might be in settings, like under settings and camera. You and Andrew have a song that you like. It thinks it's called Streets of Hanover, Andrew?
It's just one of the Epidemic Sound things.
Oh. That's a good picture that you took. Yours is 5G, Cameron? Good.
There's my old car.
Good.
Before.
I love 5G.
There's my old car.
Yeah, there's the, you saw it the other day, your Hyundai. It's okay, you don't mind it being mirrored? Good.
Yeah. It works fine.
Yeah, 5G, mid-band 5G is definitely the best. That's my favorite technology. I like high band, but only in crowded stadiums or big, dense outdoor areas, because otherwise high band 5G can be pointless because it basically can get blocked by almost any object. It runs at way too high of a frequency
Which one's high band?
That it doesn't get good coverage. Millimeter wave.
Okay.
So like N260, N261 are going to be your millimeter wave. N77 is the best because that's mid-band, 3.7 gigahertz, and that can still get amazing speeds. If the backhaul's been upgraded, you can pull over a gig on mid-band, depending on how much channel bandwidth you have. And yes, it's higher frequency than LTE, but it can still get into some buildings if the tower is close enough, and it doesn't get blocked by just little things like a tree and stuff like that. So that's definitely the best, like the most impressive and like life-changing 5G for most people. Low band 5G also is very important. Personally, I feel like low
my
band
Gimmel's coming in tomorrow.
low band
The
5G
UPS
needs to
store
be
picked it up.
deployed. Oh, good. Yeah, we can go pick that up. Low band 5G needs to be deployed before anything else. Verizon made a big mistake by starting out with millimeter wave, in my own opinion, and not deploying any of the lower frequency 5G to back it up. Led to 5G getting dropped very frequently and people having a poor experience. You have to have that low band signal as a backup. You build 5G like a layered cake. So you start with the low band, then you deploy the mid band, and only after that you deploy the high band in very specific situations like, New York City, outdoors, like where people are outside, where millions of people are outside, where there's not going to be many obstructions and you need extremely high capacity, like things like a stadium. In fact, Verizon was encouraging their customers. Matthew, have you driven Andrew's Toyota Prius? Yes, I did. I drove it the last time. It's a very nice vehicle. I love it.
Prius is in the garage. I'm going to start driving it when Jason gets here.
But like I was saying, Verizon was actually encouraging their customers to turn off their Wi-Fi and try out their millimeter wave 5G if they had access to that technology in their plan during the last Super Bowl. And it worked very well. People did speed tests and they were still, even with everybody on the network, they were still pulling like 4 gigabits per second. So millimeter wave in the right application is an incredible technology. But Verizon first started deploying, 5G they started in millimeter wave in like Miami, and that really didn't help too many people out.
You can tell this email hasn't been updated in months.
Oh, is that on your 2015 Mac?
Yeah.
That's the photo that you took in the restaurant. That was a good picture. You filmed a lot of your more recent videos though with your S24 Ultra.
Just the ones on this last trip to Richmond, because I didn't have my wide angle lens. I'd left it here.
Hey Andrew, are you planning any big road trips in the Prius?
Not anytime soon. Not off the top of my head.
How many people do we have on here right now? 21. That's pretty good.
For this time of day, yeah.
Hey, yeah, I mean, we got a lot more people on here than we had, when we were first driving around. We only had 6.
Yeah, I bet I can almost guarantee a notification didn't go out.
Didn't go out. Hey, Andrew, that's the same question. 23? What's 23?
What are they asking about?
I don't know. The last one was about your road trips in the Prius. What's 23?
I don't know.
I don't know. Sonic the Anonymous Hedgehog says hello. Hello, Sonic. I live in southern Illinois with my dad. Cameron says that. The number of peeps. There's 23 peeps.
Oh, yeah. It's changed. Yeah.
Oh, how many people are on the live stream? Oh, wow. I mean, right now we have 27. Wow. Yeah, we're definitely getting more. It's good for a late night live.
One thing I like about these older computers, they get nice and warm.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's good for when you want to warm your,
I have figured out
it's not good for performance.
On my new machine, if I want to warm my legs, I can get Cinebench going and it'll warm it up after it. It still takes a few minutes, but Cinebench will get it toasty.
Yeah, it will.
That's the only thing I can do on that machine to put the fans to go on. Can you hand me my
You're excited
fingers?
you ordered your very first Chefra fixtures from Germany?
Where'd you get Schaefer fixtures
Yeah,
from?
where? What did you want, your drink in
Yeah.
here? Yeah, here. I live in northern Illinois in the Chicago area. I've never been to Chicago, but I would like to go.
Ask him where he got Schaefer buttons.
Yeah, where did you get Schaefer buttons from? Andrew wants
Probably
to know.
eBay.
Andrew, have you ever had your phone die during a live stream?
Many times.
Yes. Yes, he has had his phone die.
Not so much
Yes.
on the newer phones.
The S24 Ultra gets amazing battery life. Tyler says I had one of the first big problems with my new Civic Hybrid. Might have a blown head gasket. What year? Your Civic Hybrid has a blown head gasket? That's surprising. The only Hondas that I know right now that are notorious for having head gasket problems are the 1.5 turbos in the Accords. Don't get a Honda with the 1.5 liter turbo. 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbo. Those things have a lot of problems. But you had a head gasket blow in your Honda Civic.
It was a hybrid too.
Yeah, and a hybrid. That's shocking. I'm surprised. Did you change your oil in it a lot? Did you change your coolant? I want to know about the maintenance and upkeep on that vehicle. Civic hybrid with a blown head gasket. Yeah, it must be an older model. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It must either be like really, really old that it just wore out or not maintained properly. Because the only Honda engines I know that are having problems are the 1.5 liter turbos. Don't buy those.
Josh is if it's the Josh I'm thinking about, he's a car expert. He's actually a mechanic.
I mean, honestly, I don't like any turbocharged engines, but that's just my opinion. Well, gasoline engines, a diesel's fine. You did your first oil change on what kind of vehicle? Oh, sorry. Hold on. I did the first oil change. I work at a Honda dealer, and we have had a bunch of brand new hybrids with blown head gaskets. Oh, so it's a manufacturing defect. That's terrible. That's terrible. Matt, I concur. Turbo sucks. Yes, I don't like turbocharged engines.
Is this Josh from Arizona? I just want to make sure it's the right Josh. He'll answer me.
I mean, all the turbo does is that it throws extra pressure in the engine that's going to wear things out faster. And the turbo, even if your engine lasts a long time, you're going to have to rebuild the turbo. I mean, the turbo wears out. Turbocharged engines are not reliable.
Yes, Josh is a car.
Gasoline engines.
Josh is a car expert. He's actually a mechanic. Yep,
that's him.
Yeah, he's actually a mechanic.
Oh,
so
good.
He knows cars probably better than any of us.
Josh, I'd love to talk to you sometime because I love cars. So you've had a lot of new Honda Civics. You work at a Honda dealer? And the new Honda Civics have blown head gaskets from factory?
Who works at the Honda dealer?
I think Josh said he did. Your dad has gotten 200,000 plus miles from a 2.7 liter EcoBoost F-150. Josh, what's your opinion on Ford hybrids? I drove a Ford Maverick hybrid, like a rental Ford Maverick hybrid, like 2 to 3 months ago. I liked it. It drove well, but I probably wouldn't buy one. Oh, Tyler works at the Honda dealer. Sorry. Josh works at Volkswagen.
Okay, Tyler works at the Honda dealer.
Josh, are the Volkswagen Jetta diesel engines still as good as they used to be? Can they still last like 400,000+ miles?
What about the Accord hybrids? Are those problematic? Because my partner has one, and it's been good so far.
The Ford Power Boost with the inline electric motor is very cool. Inline electric motor? I don't know much about electric vehicles, I'm sorry. I don't like electric vehicles. My own personal opinion.
So, the person that works at the Honda dealer,
yeah, Tyler, do the Accord hybrids have problems too, or just the Civics?
Because we have a 2023 Accord hybrid, and it's been great.
Volkswagen hasn't made a diesel since 2015? Damn. That's terrible. Those were amazing.
Because of that diesel.
It's mainly been the new CRVs and Civics.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Is what he said. Oh, good. Okay, yeah, we feel better then. I feel better too, because I know Zach's car very well. The new CRVs and Civics. Oh, Tyler, what do you think about the 2-liter 4-cylinder engine in the Honda HRVs? Can you let me know what you think about that engine? And then also possibly the CVT transmission. Does Matt have a YouTube channel, and what is it? I'm just starting a new one. I'm going to be filming transit in the DC area, doing some monument tours, and also cellular speed testing in the DMV area. So if you want to check out my YouTube, it's called DMV Adventures with Matthew. You can go and look that up.
Is that the one that's a moderator on this channel, or is that a different account?
Who's moderator?
You moderate this channel.
I'm a moderator.
Is it that account, or is it a different one?
It's that account. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's that account. Matt, have Andrew give you my contact info. I'll talk cars all night. And you have Josh's contact info?
I have his phone number.
Josh, I'll reach out to you. I would love to talk to you about cars. Thank you so much. Tyler, I have a 2-liter 4-cylinder HRV with the CVT transmission. I want to know what you think about it. Because I just got that vehicle. I have 3,800 miles on it. I'm going to get an EV when Iona gets their network up and running? I don't
Once
know.
battery technology gets better.
Ask Andrew if
I'm
there
not-
are any
we're-
Schindler.
We're not talking about my backlog right now. We're talking about cars.
We have 3 cars: a pure gasoline, a hybrid, and an electric. That's cool. You're hearing rumors that MEI and ThyssenKrupp are merging?
I don't know. What's this? What was he say? K20 and the HRV.
Yeah, we're talking about cars right now.
Yeah.
It's not on here. What did you say about the HRV? K20, yeah, that's mine. Are bulletproof engines. The CVT transmission, you are going to want to service it every 30,000 miles. Haven't had problems with the new ones. The old ones have had nothing but problems. Okay, thank you so much, Tyler. Yes, I was already planning to keep up with the CVT services heavily. I'm pretty good at maintaining my vehicle.
Yeah, I'm watching the chat on my.
Yeah, I try my very best to do the maintenance even like earlier than what the manufacturer
People
recommends.
asking about my backlog. I honestly don't know what's in there. I haven't looked at it lately.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that it's a good.
The Toyota Avalon is doing real. It's. I'm driving it now. I just got the oil changed in it and got it washed to get all the crap off from the salt.
You have a 2020 Honda Civic with the K20 and a 6-speed manual. That's bulletproof. You're gonna have that vehicle forever. A 6-speed manual. The CVTs are like the only potential failure point in that vehicle. Otherwise, Tyler says the K20s are bulletproof, which, I mean, that's what I thought. I've seen good things about them, and they're not GDI or anything.
Honda in general is reliable. Even though, because like the engine in Zach's Accord Hybrid is GDI.
Oh, yeah, yes, it is. Yeah, Honda engines are generally really good. I'm surprised about those problems with the head gaskets. Is that going to be a recall? How many of them, Tyler, are having problems?
The Tundra engines are having problems.
Well, yeah, because they put the twin turbo V6 instead of a V8. Most stupid decision ever. They're from Toyota. Has Andrew had
yes,
Zach
got he just got the high pressure pump recall in the mail and has it scheduled to be fixed.
What's your opinion on Boeing? We're talking about cars right now. CVT is continuously variable trash. There are some good CVT transmissions.
But in general, yeah.
I mean, yeah, the older ones are really bad, and still newer Nissans are terrible. Still, they'll never get their act together. That's why they're trying to merge with Honda. Your Ford plug-in hybrid has a CVT. Most smaller new vehicles do. There's some deleted messages.
Yeah, I took care of it. Someone was just typing characters, so I put them in timeout.
Okay. The newer Honda CVTs are good. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah, I was pretty sure that, yes, I agree with that. eCVTs are excellent. Yes, eCVTs are excellent. I haven't really seen any problems with those.
Subaru CVTs are good. My ex-wife got 250,000 miles out of hers before she had to replace the transmission.
Oh, the Nissan Honda merger is not happening anymore? All right. Well, I have not been. I haven't been informed of that.
If you have a tire go flat, you have to replace all 4 of them.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about all-wheel drive. So I wouldn't really get an all-wheel drive vehicle unless I absolutely needed it because of that. Hybrids using eCVT, yes, they do. Yes, all hybrid vehicles use an eCVT. Yeah, eCVTs are a lot more reliable because they just use electric motors rather than.
I used to be a truck driver. Yes, there are a lot of truck drivers that are worked to death, but not as bad as railroad people.
Andrew, what's your take on Volvo cars?
My first car was a Volvo, and it was one of my favorite cars ever. 740 turbo. It was 1987. That car could go 0 to 60 in like 4 seconds. It was a turbocharged 4-cylinder. I loved it.
Oh, Tyler, speaking about CVT transmissions, what do you think about the new Toyota CVT transmissions that have a launch gear? I love that idea.
Oh,
I
agree.
mean, because most of the strain on a transmission happens when the vehicle is first being moved from a stop. So with the launch gear, it basically takes like all of the wear off of the CVT. So I feel like they're going to last a lot longer. And they'll also get much better acceleration, which is, one point of CVTs that a lot of people don't like.
That Corolla I drove to the Otis test tower it was a very base model, but the transmission and I thought was good.
Matthew, what's your opinion on Kia Sorento? If it's an old one, terrible. If it's a newer one, good. Newer Hyundais and Kias are really good. I was thinking about buying one. A Hyundai Elantra.
I wanted a Sonata, but it was out of my price point.
But the older ones, like 2018s, and well, I mean, Andrew had an 18, and that one was really good. But some of the very first like GDI engines were trash. Those blew up really quickly. But the newer ones are excellent. Your buddy's Kia Sorento blew up on him recently too. Kia replaced the engine for free. What year? What year was it? Kia and Hyundai do have an excellent warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles on the powertrain. It's actually significantly better than any other offering.
I absolutely loved my little Hyundai Accent. The only thing I had to replace on it was a cruise control switch.
2015. Yeah, that explains it. Yep, the older ones, like 2015 or so, mid teens. That was when they were first releasing their first GDI engines. Those blew up really quickly. I'm glad Kia went ahead and replaced the engine though for you. Your great grandmother had a 2015 Sonata Eco with the 1.6 liter turbo and 7-speed DCT. What, did the engine go out in that? I wouldn't be surprised. That's even a turbo.
I honestly love like I said, Hyundai and Kia are nowhere near as good as Honda or Toyota.
The newer ones are really good though.
I mean, they're not as good as like Honda and Toyota, but they're definitely getting good reviews.
You wish Kia still made their V8 engine? I wish any manufacturer still made V8 engines. Everyone seems to be moving away from them to try to get better gas mileage, and instead they're putting in twin turbo V6s, which in Toyota's case are blowing up, and they're just never going to last as long. All that extra pressure in the engine from the turbocharger, it's just going to wear things out faster.
I wonder if they're going to go back to V8s once they realize how much problems it's
I hope they do. I hope car manufacturers eventually realize that, they're having so many problems with these turbocharged engines that they eventually go back to them. Electric pieces of junk. Yeah, I don't like electric vehicles.
Who is?
He didn't say the manufacturer. These transit buses that are
A Nasty Nathaniel song.
Blacksburg Transit. I went to Virginia Tech for my undergrad, and Blacksburg Transit has some electric buses, and they're having a lot of problems with the rear doors. The door motors have issues, and sometimes they won't close, and the bus driver has to get out of his seat to go manually shut the door. Electric vehicles are not ready to be, pushed to the masses.
Yeah, once the battery technology evolves and charging becomes easier, we're still probably at least another 10 years off. But if I lived here and all I did was drive to work and stuff, an electric vehicle would be perfect for me.
Oh, you just subscribed to my YouTube? Well, thank you so much.
Who was it?
I don't know. It went away so quickly, Andrew. There's like 1 million people putting messages in the chat right now.
I'm try on these shoes because I need to order it. I get a free.
I'll have my first video up of the DC Metro, either on Friday or Saturday.
Let me see. These are 10.5 watts.
I'll be doing shorts of one-stop trips, and then I'll be filming the full routes of all the lines at some point. And then I'll also be doing cellular speed testing, some videos of the monuments.
Oh, yeah,
Matthew, that reminds me, Jared was very thankful about who? Jared was very thankful you lived in DC and you brought the battery to him.
Yeah, he got stuck.
I was very happy to do that. I'm always happy to help somebody out. Also, fun fact, in India, there was a vehicle that you could buy that was a turbocharged. Well, turbocharged engines are everywhere now. My city was planning to make their bus fleet all electric. That's a bad idea, at least right now. Rams are good truck brands. We've seen them all over the state of Texas. I'd rather get a Ford. If I was going to get a pickup truck, it would be a Ford. And not some turbocharged engine. Probably, maybe like the 2.7 liter EcoBoost or something.
I'm gonna order another pair.
Just a regular, you know, straight up gasoline engine, no turbocharge, naturally aspirated. We have a good
That was my toolkit.
DieselDucy. Everything that you do is filled with brilliance, Andrew.
That's nasty, Nathaniel. He's a First Amendment auditor that I'm good friends with.
You do First Amendment audits?
Yeah, he's if he comes out here, he wants to come to DC sometime, and I'm gonna go along on some audits with him.
Ram is hot garbage. Well, I don't like being mean to people like that when they said that they liked their Ram, so I was trying to avoid saying something like that, but I kind of agree. I don't like Ram. The 2.7 liter EcoBoost is... Oh, it is? Oh, wow. Okay, well...
People, it's funny.
I don't think
cars-
all of them are turbocharged.
I mean, it's not as personal as politics, but cars are interesting because people are just... Some people love certain cars and some people hate them.
Okay, here's the problem with Ram trucks that I know, okay, is that the oil pumps in them are not powerful enough. So if you idle them for long periods of time, the oil does not get up to the top of the engine adequately in the Hemis. And so if you idle them a lot, the camshafts will wear out really quick, and you have to rebuild the engine. So yes, there you go. 5.7 liter Hemi-Tech. That's caused by the camshafts wearing out from idling them for too long, because the oil doesn't get to the top of the engine enough to lubricate those parts on the newer Hemis. That's what I don't like about Ram. Also, it's a Chrysler product, and Chrysler is just an incredibly scummy company in general. They don't even let you access the OBD2 data on your vehicle anymore without a massive paywall. And they're the only manufacturer in the world that does that. So they're just an incredibly scummy company. Oh, hi, Jim Lee Elevators. Great to hear from you. Jim Lee Elevator says hi to you
We're
too.
talking about cars tonight.
Yes, we are currently talking about cars.
What am I?
The Hemi is dead. Pentastars eat head gaskets. Yes, and the Chryslers. Yes. Chrysler vehicles in general are just not that great, unless according to Andrew, it's a minivan.
Their
The minivans are decent.
Their minivans hold up really, really well, and they're holding up to PTI, and PTI abuses the hell out of their vans.
Pentastar was around forever. Well, all I know about the Pentastar engine is that they used them in a lot of like Chrysler 200s and 300s, and those were some of the biggest pile of crap vehicles that ever set foot on American roads.
Yeah, the Chrysler Pacifica and the Dodge Caravans have held up so well to PTI's abuse. I think, Matt, you know who Jim is, don't you?
Yes, I know Jim Lee Elevators.
Yeah.
I'm subscribed to him on YouTube. I'm making some good money at my shop with these head gaskets. Yes, as more vehicles have problems, mechanics make more money on fixing them.
Which one's having head gasket problems?
Sorry?
What cars?
The Chrysler Pentastar engines.
Okay.
Yeah, Wait. Somebody just said something that really caught my
Chrysler
interest.
minivans are actually pretty decent. Still prefer Toyota.
The Pacifica uses a ZF transmission.
That's a good transmission.
A ZF transmission. You know what else uses a ZF transmission? Is the 2018 generation Honda Pilots, the touring models, the top trim. That also uses a ZF transmission. I don't know how well those things held up or anything. My dad had a 2018 Honda Pilot, but it wasn't the top trim. It was just the mid-tier trim, so that just had a regular 6-speed automatic. But the 9-speed transmissions in the top trim of that vehicle is a ZF.
Yeah, like I said, I understand why these manufacturers are wanting to put turbos on cars. It's all for fuel economy. That's the only reason they're doing it.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's a turbo only gets better gas mileage on paper. When the thing actually gets
it's stressing the engine.
Yeah, and when the thing actually gets run hard, it actually can get worse gas mileage with a turbo. So it only increases their gas mileage ratings on paper, which is what they want because it impresses the EPA.
Yeah.
But yes, it stresses the engine and the vehicle wears out
Volkswagen
faster.
uses Hyundai transmissions now.
Volkswagen vehicles have a lot of electrical problems as they age. The 1.5 I have in my stall was supposed to be a head gasket, but it burned a lot of oil in the motor. The 1.5 liter like the 1.5 liter turbo Honda engine, yeah, those things have horrible head gasket problems. That's the Honda engine that I know has a lot of problems. I'm surprised about the newer Honda Civics and CRVs. I'm glad I didn't get a CRV then, and I ended up getting the HRV. I mean, I didn't really want a big vehicle, so the HRV just made a lot more sense for me. Yes, the 1.5 liter turbo. Okay, yes, I knew about those, Tyler, but I'm surprised about the do they still make the 1.5 liter turbo or has that been discontinued? Obviously, a ton of them are having problems, but
Honda's,
I wonder if they still make them.
Honda's pretty good about discontinuing crappy engines.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So they probably don't. Do they still make it? The new 1.5 seem to have been fixed. Yeah, but are they turbocharged though, Tyler? The new 1.5s, or is that a naturally aspirated? Your profile picture is the wheel on your Civic. Tesla makes a good EV, although the charging curve is not impressive. I don't know much about EVs.
I mean, Tesla's pretty much pioneer. The EVs are doing nothing but get better. They are getting better.
The 1.5 is in the Accord and the CRV. Yeah, the 1.5 liter turbo. Okay, so they are still turbocharged, but they seem to have been fixed. Okay, well that's good. Yeah, Honda is good at fixing, crappy engines and, getting their engines back to reliability if they do have problems after a couple of years. They don't usually keep selling crappy engines.
I mean, like I said, we'll have to see. I mean, if Toyota can solve this problem with their trucks, though, if they'll listen to their customers, they'll be back to being. I mean, Toyota's always pretty much been the king of reliability. Honda has always floated. It's kind of been a toss up between those two car makers.
Yeah, I mean, I still really like Honda vehicles, but it's sad to hear about the new Civics and CRVs having head gasket problems. I assume that's not the 1.5 liter turbo then, because that engine has been fixed. What kind of engine are those, Tyler? Pardon my ignorance about the engines in newer Hondas. The only one I really know is the K20. And the 1.5 liter turbos that had problems, but it's now been fixed, which I'm going to assume it wouldn't. The good turbo motor I'd get is the K20 turbo, like in the Type R. I've heard no problem. Oh, it's the hybrids. Yeah, well, yeah, but like I know that you said it was hybrids before, but like what kind of engine is in it? Like what's the displacement? Obviously, it's going to be a 4-cylinder.
Well, I hope Toyota can fix that problem, or else they're going to hurt themselves.
You mean Honda, Andrew?
No, they talk about Toyota slipping up on reliability with their
turbo
motors.
Glad Honda has kept a naturally aspirated V6 in the Pilot and the Ridgeline. Oh, yes, very much so. It's a 2-liter. Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, the 2-liter 4-cylinder in the hybrid. So the Atkinson cycle ones, not the K20. Okay, those have problems, but not in the Accord. Does that have a 2-liter engine, Andrew?
Hold on, let's see.
Yeah, look up what kind of engine is in Zach's Accord.
I think that's his. Yeah.
He needs to change his oil more frequently. Engine cylinder configuration straight. Yeah, but what kind of engine is it? What's the displacement? Wait, it is the 2-liter 4-cylinder.
204 horsepower.
Well, hopefully Zach's Honda
This is not turbocharged.
does not blow. Well, none of the hybrids are turbo.
His his engine is not known to be problematic, is it? I think it's the 2023 Accord hybrid.
The hybrid ones aren't turbo. They're just they're 2-liter, but they're Atkinson cycle.
No, the new Accord hybrids are fine. Haven't seen any problems with those. Yeah, we put almost 20,000 miles on his, and it hasn't had a single issue, except for all the recalls it keeps having.
But yeah, I hope Honda gets their act together on the newer CRVs and
I hope Toyota gets their act together on their trucks that they're
Civics.
charging $90,000
Oh,
for.
yes, absolutely. Same here. We've just seen the brand new 2025 CRV and Civic hybrids. What are those fixed now, Tyler? On the 2025s, or are those the ones that you're saying that are having problems? If they're having problems from factory, it's probably a manufacturing defect.
This is an interesting conversation.
Yes, it is.
Lexuses are really good.
I love talking about cars.
Lexus RX 100. I want to look at a picture of that. I think I've probably seen it before. Oh, yeah, those are nice cars. Lexuses are really good.
Andrew, have you had any elevator problems recently?
No, why?
I don't know. Somebody just asked. Look in the chat. Somebody asked you about elevator problems. They're the ones that have problems in the shop. Are the 25s? It's probably a manufacturing defect. It's probably a manufacturing defect.
Lexus / Toyota is a lot better than BMW.
Hopefully they fix the manufacturing process. I mean, it's probably a manufacturing defect. Hopefully for the customers that have that issue, that when they get it replaced under warranty, it is just a manufacturing defect, and then the vehicle is reliable in the future for them. It sounds like a manufacturing defect then, if it's like if they're having problems from factory.
Yeah, Honda, Zach's car has been in the shop at least 3 times for recalls in the past 2 years.
Yeah, there's been a lot of recalls recently on Hondas. The one with the fuel pump, my dad's Honda Pilot 2018 had a fuel pump recall, but they never had the part, and he traded it in before he could get the recall done. So the recall never got done.
The Lexus is Toyota.
Yes, it is. That's just their upper end vehicle. It's like Acura being a Honda.
Yeah, Jim Lee was saying they have a Lexus and a BMW. The Lexus is definitely a better vehicle for the long haul. BMWs are not bad, but when it comes to repairing them, they cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah, they cost a lot of money to fix. I mean, my dad's got a BMW, though.
And they're nice cars.
It's a 2020 BMW X3, and unfortunately, it is a 4-cylinder turbo.
My dad leases Audis. He gets these twin turbo V6 Audis. I've driven it. It goes like 0 to 60 in like 3 seconds.
The fuel pumps have been on back order. Well, yeah, I know that. That's why my dad was never able to get his done.
Yeah, BMW, break my wallet. That's a good analogy.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know why they're on back order is because they had so many of them.
And that's
with
why
problems.
my dad leases them, because he said he knows that they don't last for the long haul, so he gets a new one every 2 years. No, my Hyundai Accent was amazing. My Hyundai Accent, I spent $13,000 out the door, and the only thing I ever had to fix on it was a cruise control switch. Nothing else ever went wrong with that car.
The trunk latch was also fixed under a recall.
That was fixed under a recall, but nothing I had to spend money on. And the person who's driving it now loves it. Mitsubishi's cars are not that great.
Though the engine, Andrew, now burns a little oil, right?
Which one?
Your Hyundai.
Yeah, it's burned oil ever since probably about 80,000 miles. I mean, it only burns about half a quart in between oil changes, which ain't bad.
I'm surprised when you change your oil religiously in your vehicle.
The longest I ever went on the Hyundai was like 5,000 miles.
Yeah, which is really good. Though, and that was full synthetic oil, right, in the Hyundai?
I think it was. I don't remember.
Yeah, it probably is.
The Toyota Avalon's parked behind my apartment right now. I'm driving it. The Prius is in the garage. It's getting a break for another probably week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah, my vehicle, I religiously maintain it. I mean, I'm kind of obsessed with my car. So I religiously maintain my vehicle. I change my oil every 3,000 to 5,000 miles.
Mitsubishi makes the most fuel efficient non-hybrid car. The Mitsubishi Mirage, I rented one time, 52 miles a gallon on the highway. It was amazing. Underpowered as can be, cheap, but that car was cheap to operate. Shitsubishi.
I'll definitely be changing my CVT fluid every 30,000 miles. I might even do it a little sooner, maybe 25. I always try to go earlier than what they say, and then I never have problems.
I was driving the Mitsubishi between 70 and 90 miles an hour, and it was averaging over 50 miles a gallon.
Tyler, how many miles can I get out of my CVT transmission if it attached to the K20? If I change the fluid in it every like 25,000 miles, I always try to like go earlier with what everybody says. That's why I still change my oil every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, and then I never have any problems. So I'm religious on my car maintenance, but again, I'm kind of obsessed with my car.
Yeah, after I spent $33,000 on a car, I'm going to take pretty good care of it because I want it to last me a long time.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not
exactly.
the person that buys a new car every 2 years.
Well, yeah, Andrew, you know that all too well about me. I had my 2005 Accord for way too long.
I just wanted a car that had some options I like the heated steering wheel. In all honesty, if I could have any car I want right now, it would be a Hyundai Sonata Hybrid top trim.
If you maintain it good, you should be able to get a couple 100,000 miles on it. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I don't get new vehicles until my vehicle blows up. So yeah, I'm gonna be driving the hell out of it.
Mitsubishi Eclipse was a good car.
I mean, I'm gonna religiously maintain it, and I'm gonna drive it until the wheels fall off.
They were really popular back in the 90s, Mitsubishi Eclipses.
So, and I don't drive it very hard. I try to be reasonable, with my CVT.
I love both my cars, my Prius and my Toyota.
I mean, I try to, rev the engine up, high, at least like once a week, just to, open it up and clean the carbon out of it. But other than that,
100,000 miles on what? Probably on my Prius.
On what kind of vehicle? I'm trying to get more miles on electricity. On your plug-in hybrid. Well, charge the battery all the way and like put it in EV mode.
Well, in all honesty, I mean, any of these new cars, if you take care of them, especially these hybrids, you'll get 200,000 miles out of them.
Well, other than if you have the 2-liter Honda 4-cylinder, according to
the
Tyler.
HRV, he said 100,000 miles. You want to do a valve adjustment, replace the spark plugs, and do a coolant service.
Wait, who said that? Oh, Tyler, when you get 100 miles on it, you would probably want to do a valve adjustment, replace the spark plugs, and do a coolant service.
Oh, it's just a regular tune-up.
Yeah, that's good to know about the valve adjustment. Yes, the spark plugs and the coolant change. I generally change my coolant every 80,000 miles. I'm probably not even going to wait until 100K. Yes, the spark plugs I will definitely do.
Oh, Jared's on. Good to see you, buddy.
Yes, I will definitely do the spark plugs every 100K with Iridium spark plugs quality. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm always kind of obsessed with my car. I love my car. So I try to maintain it as well as possible. I always get stuff done early.
I look terrible with that hat. There.
So, yeah, I mean, I'll probably end up getting the CVT fluid done every 25K because I just don't want that thing blowing up.
I got to figure out what maintenance I need to do on the Prius, if there's any fluids besides the coolant and the oil that need to be changed.
What color is my HRV? It's
really
green.
Pretty. It's really pretty.
It's green.
It's a greenish gray with a metallic clear coat. It looks really nice.
Yeah, and I got it ceramic coated, which made it look even better. And it protects the paint, which is mainly what I wanted. And then I also got the underbody coated. I got an undercoating.
In all honesty, my whole house is a disaster right now, not just the basement.
So my vehicle is ready for the long haul. Wait, you're having an issue? I'm hoping to get the issue with my Civic done ASAP. What's your issue with your Civic, Tyler? Head gasket?
Oh, Matt definitely keeps his car clean.
Yeah, I detail it pretty religiously and regularly. I probably spend way too much money on keeping my car clean.
Is it the Sonic Gray Pearl?
But I take pride in my vehicle, and I regularly maintain it. No matter what Toyota says about transmission fluid, get it changed. Oh, absolutely.
Is there transmission fluid in the who's talking about the head gasket?
The head gasket. Tyler has his own Honda Civic as well that's having problems.
So does because they were trying to tell me I didn't need to change the gear oil in my Hyundai, but I did anyway. Does the what was I going to say about What was I going to say about what fluids are in the Prius? I mean, I know it has coolant, brake fluid, and
Your transmission fluid, and you're good at changed. Like a lot of these car manufacturers, will say things are a lifetime fluid. Now,
yeah, I'm going to change
which
it.
is
He
ridiculous.
said change it to 60K.
Yeah, I mean, my CVT transmission, I'm going to very regularly maintain. I don't care what people say about how far you can go. I mean, 30,000 miles is probably a very good interval, but I'll probably even end up doing 25. I just don't want that thing going bad. I change my brake fluid at the same time as I do my transmission services, just so that way I don't forget about it.
I'm sure it has some special type of transmission fluid since it's more like probably a gear fluid. I'm sure it's got some special sort of transmission fluid for that ECVT.
We'll always use the genuine fluid. Like I would never put anything in other in my
let the Toyota
CVT.
dealer do it.
Then, yep, exactly. I'll get the Honda dealer to do it.
I mean, I'm going to get all my maintenance done at the dealer at least for a while because their oil changes are cheaper than Jiffy Lubes.
You're paying a lot for convenience at those quick oil change places.
Usually the dealers are more expensive on a lot of stuff.
Well, they are for like mechanic work and stuff, but oil changes, they generally had a pretty good deal. You had a 2022 Toyota Tacoma pickup. That's a good vehicle. The Tacomas are very good vehicles. That should last a long time, especially if it doesn't have a turbo engine. The eCVT uses a particular fluid on the Prius. Yeah, Andrew, make sure to change your eCVT fluid.
$400 oil change on an Audi? That's crazy. At the dealer.
Yeah, and also whatever these car manufacturers tell you about... Wait, what about the quick oil change places? Hold on. I've got my own options about places, like your own opinion about them, you mean?
I don't want to go 10,000 miles in between.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying before I saw that. Yeah, whatever manufacturers tell you about oil changes, don't believe it. They want your engine to get messed up, because then you're paying them to fix it. Change your oil every 5,000 miles with full synthetic oil. It'll last as long as possible. 7,500 mile oil changes, they don't work. They absolutely do not work. The engines are wearing out. They're starting to have problems. Just change your oil every 5,000 miles. Oil is cheap. Engines are expensive.
That Chevy Trax was terrible.
The person that I helped has a Chevy Trax, and
that's Jared. He's on here.
Oh, Jared? Yeah, his check engine light was on, and it was having problems.
Yeah, his Chevy Trax died.
Wait, the car that I helped him with now is broken? It's total?
Yeah, it died. He's looking for a new one now.
Oh, wow. Jared, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. How often did you change your oil on the Chevy Trax? What happened to it? Did the engine go out?
He went through like 6 turbos on that thing.
Oh, the turbo went out. Oh. Yeah, well, don't buy a turbocharged car, Jared. If you want a reliable vehicle, get a Toyota or a Honda and get a naturally aspirated vehicle.
Oh, the dealership messed up his car.
Like, hey, try an HRV. They're good. I would say a CRV or a Civic, but apparently those are having problems now. Tyler, I do hope you get yours fixed very soon.
The Chevy Trax uses a 1.4 liter Daewoo Ecotec, which is hot garbage.
1.4 liter? That's a really small engine. No wonder why those things are having problems. Manufacturers are starting to put way too small engines into their vehicles. And then once you throw a turbocharger on it, it's all over. It's like they don't even want them to last past the warranty period. It's horrible.
If I were to get a CRV, get a 1.5.
Andrew, why would you get a 1.5?
Well, that's what Tyler's saying. The Honda guy.
Oh, yeah, because the 1.5s they're fixed now.
Guys, this has actually been an interesting stream. We've had a lot of car nuts on here, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, those are not the hybrid ones. That's just the 1.5 liter turbo. Well, I mean, if the newer ones are fixed, then
Some turbo engines are designed for high octane, some aren't. It depends on the compression ratio.
I mean, I still wouldn't buy the CRV with the 1.5 liter turbo because I just won't buy any turbocharged vehicle.
Volkswagen's 1.4 liter turbo is a really decent engine.
Well, we'll have to see how they hold up.
No, that's what he's saying. The ones on the 2016, the 2018, and the 2020 and 2021 Jettas.
Volkswagens have a lot of electrical problems as they age. I mean, so do BMWs. Jared has filed a lawsuit against the Chrysler dealer.
Is it a Chrysler dealer? Did he say?
Well, a Chevy. Sorry, the Chevy dealer. Chevy dealer.
I believe it was a Chevy dealer.
The electrical issues aren't as true anymore for Volkswagen. Okay, so that was an older. That was a problem with the older ones. That's good to know. The Chevy dealer. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jared. Yeah, I misspoke. Not the Chrysler dealer, the Chevy dealer.
Yeah, Jared got screwed over by a car dealer's repair shop, I think.
Well, hopefully they take care of it for you, Jared, and make things right. Well, I mean, at least give you the blue book value of your vehicle if they totaled it.
Well, I need to show these people this elevator panel that the Mateus sent in. I believe these are Schaefer buttons. Oh God, I can't even lift it. I'm in so much pain. These are Schaefer buttons off a Boss elevator. Looks like it came out of a parking garage. I have a feeling this came out of a parking garage. They press nicely. I don't know what the other stuff is. More, everything he sent was Schaefer.
How are Jeeps? They're terrible.
They're easy to get in and out of, but that's about it.
Yeah, Jeeps are horrible.
Like, I love renting them.
Don't even get me started on the 4xEs.
I love renting them.
The Jeep 4xEs are just utterly just atrocious.
I had a guy that worked that worked at a Jeep dealer said they were terrible. Jay's on. Hi Jay, how you doing?
I mean, personally, I would just never buy a Chrysler product. I don't like Chrysler for reasons that I said before. I wouldn't even care even if I got a minivan and it was super reliable. The fact that I'm not able to fix my own car without having to get behind a paywall is automatically going to make me not buy the vehicle.
I have not uploaded. I need to edit the Grundy Walmart. Yes.
Chrysler
anything hybrid is
anything
trash.
hybrid is trash. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Chrysler anything's trash. Other than minivans. I mean, heck, I'd rather get a Hyundai or a Kia than anything Chrysler.
For the past 3 days, I've been running outside. I'm sore as hell, but it's good. I'm going to try to stick with my running because that's ultimately, honestly, I mean, running is hands down the best exercise you can do.
Yeah, Josh, you're right about the hybrid ones. I should have said that. The standard Pacifica and like the town and countries and stuff, the standard minivans are good. Yes, the hybrid ones, yeah, don't get a Chrysler hybrid. Honestly, don't get anything hybrid unless it's a Honda or a Toyota, and even then, I think Toyota has a significant edge on hybrids. Honda makes really good like non-hybrid engines like the K20 and now the 1.5s. That was a problem with the past. Apparently those are fixed. I'm glad to hear that. Honestly, I'm gonna lean towards that. More of these like CRVs and Civics are a manufacturing defect and not necessarily a problem with the design of the engine, considering that it's happening like on brand new 2025 vehicles. Because those literally have had no miles on them at all, so they have no test of time. So I bet you there's something wrong with their manufacturing process. And they're having a manufacturing defect on those.
I honestly hope, yeah, I wish diesel cars had caught on better in America. A diesel hybrid would get probably like 70 miles a gallon.
You're feeling a little sick? Well, I hope you feel better soon.
Who's sick?
Somebody has a sore throat. That sucks. The Honda hybrid issues are probably a bad production run. Yeah, bad production run meaning like a manufacturing defect. Yeah, that's what I think.
That's going to cost them a lot of money because they're going to fix all these people's cars.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think it's actually a problem with the design of the engine. So I'm gonna go with that. Zax is probably fine. It seems to be a manufacturing defect on the newer on the brand new 25s. Because it's not a longevity issue, it's only happening on the 25s. I mean, they're brand new vehicles. So yeah, it seems to be a manufacturing defect to me. So, but that means hopefully once it's fixed, they'll last for hundreds of thousands of miles, just like any other Honda. Once they get a good motor in it to start with. Oh, I should put my phone in Do Not Disturb so it doesn't annoy our live stream.
Yep, the e-bus, the electric e-bus. It looks cool.
Wait, Andrew, I'm picking up 5G plus.
It's not going to be super great here.
How am I picking up 5G plus in here? Well, AT&T, Andrew, right now is killing it.
Yeah, the stream was getting choppy earlier. It must be from a different tower. Yeah.
Yeah, the upload speed is terrible.
That's why the stream was choppy.
Yeah, that's why the stream was choppy. Yep. The download speed is really good, but the upload speed is bad. Yeah, that's why the stream was choppy. The upload speed is bad.
Well, stick with your swimming and your biking. That's still a very good exercise. It's just, I mean, obviously, running on pavement where I'm dealing with resistance obviously is a lot different than running on a treadmill with a moving belt. But anyway, guys, I'm starting to get really tired here, so we're probably going to end this. But this has been fun. I've enjoyed talking with all you guys, and I love talking about cars, and I love hearing people's different opinions about them. But I might come on here tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. He's here for tomorrow. We're probably going to go fly our drones tomorrow. But I'm going to have him run me home while he's still awake enough to drive me. But swimming is, like I said, I just don't have a place to swim. That's my thing. Swimming is fun because all the sweat you do just immediately gets washed off your body. Ellipticals are great. I mean, as far as a machine, the good thing about the elliptical is it works your arm. It's a full body workout. All right, guys. This has been real. It's been fun. Oh, Streamception. Nate, it was good seeing you. There's this is interesting. Let's it's gonna be like an infinite live stream. This is
This is cool.
It's crazy. It's going crazy.
Well, until next time, everybody, thank you very much for the great conversation. I hope everybody has a great night and take care.
Yeah, we may come on tomorrow. No promises, though. But you guys have a good night, and thanks for keeping us company. And it's been a nice talk, so I will talk to you guys soon. All right, Josh, send me a text. I'll give you Matthew's contact info. So I will talk to y'all soon.